the things that I keep emphasizing is that cleaning is a cleaning process. Every experience I have, I learn something. Not only the activity brings me closer to what's right, not only the activity brings me knowledge and experience, the experience itself brings a lot of answers. It allows me to think and create internally. Now, every place that you go to is different. Like I said it before, I explained it before, right? That every customer has different demands, everybody has different expectations and all that. But with that being said, I don't care for how long I've been doing this job. Cleaning always surprises you. One of the experiences that I had recently is when I went to a couple places that were a little too busy. Places that have been highly neglected by people who suffer some sort of mental disability, which is something that is really sad. I think mental problems should be tackled, should be addressed in a very different way. I think societies need to learn to address this situation. People who suffer from mental illnesses are people who suffer a lot. They fight internal battles every single day.
Because many people that come on King holiday as a day off, we are the outgrowth of the King movement. Martin Luther King III and his wife was with us every King Day and all the way through our conventions. Now, some people say, well, when I was growing up, one of the differences is when I was growing up in Brooklyn, it was not popular to be with Dr. King. People say, no, I don't believe in that nonviolent stuff. I'm more this, I'm more that. This Malcolm's town. So once you choose where you're from, or it chooses you, if you're loyal to that, God will bless you. As things progress, Malcolm and Martin agreed more than they disagreed.
People who suffer from mental illnesses are people who suffer a lot. They fight internal battles every single day. They suffer in silence, and they are highly misjudged and highly neglected, and it shouldn't be. And a lot of the places when you go to clean, you can tell, you have a pretty good sense that something is off, right? Internally, like this place right here. I walked in, it seemed like I don't know, like a homeless situation. But as you guys can see, there's all piles of trash and food, wasted food, old food, rotten food. Now, how often do I come to this kind of experiences? Not often at all. But in fact, I'm glad that I've been through some of these experiences because I can share them to the world. I can tell people around the world and tell them and say, listen, this is this is tough business. This kind of work takes a lot of work to get it done, right? But when you walk in, you're basically, not only you're praying to the Lord above, you have to make sure that you have the right gear, right? You got to protect your shoes. You got to have a different pair of sneakers, a different pair of pants, right? You got to have heavy duty gloves, and you have to wear a mask to protect yourself, right? Well, these kind of situations can be very alarming. I know that when you want to get in, you just want to get out. I've been through some experiences in the past that I just show up with couple girls and they end up leaving. This is the kind of job that people walk out. Nice and fast. Okay? So, I don't know what to say. I mean, I just feel that I feel for the people who live under these conditions. I think the city of New York has to learn, somehow or the other, they have to learn to address this problem differently. People are living in deplorable conditions, okay? Whether it's the amount of trash, amount of unbearable smells, whether it's mouses or cockroaches, the places can be highly infested. And these conditions are unhuman. I think that I'm surprised that a city like New York City has these kind of situations. I'm guessing that it's very tough to control. I'm guessing that it is overwhelming to see the amount of work that needs to be done in the city. But at the same token, this is the biggest city in the world, right? So I'm feeling that the sanitation department has to really take a really very close look at themselves and figure this out. I do clean every day. I mix it up with my activities, right? I'm highly qualified for the job that I deliver. But this is the kind of stuff that really brings a lot of social awareness, and it can infuriate me that the city is allowing people to live under these conditions, especially when you're dealing with homeless, especially when you're dealing with people with mental disabilities. The problems need to be addressed in a different way. I said and I explained about compassion and empathy and understanding, but it goes way beyond understanding and compassion and empathy. We have to care about our citizens. We have to care about the people, right? So social awareness is everything. You want to get this down out of the floor as quick as fast as possible. You need to have a lot of trash bags to get this done quick. And basically, yeah, this is like a disaster situation. This is a situation that people walk out. People don't stick around to see stuff like that. So it's very interesting when people can just ignore these kind of living situations. I'm completely against it. I think the mayor, whoever is in charge, they really have to pay attention to this. I clean and I see houses and I see places. I don't know what conditions the projects are, but like I said, this is common. People living like this, and it's got to be addressed, especially people who are depending on the city, right? So this is something that needs to be addressed, and it's got to be taken care of somehow or the other. But in terms of the kitchens and stoves, when we're talking about industrial stoves, this is an industrial stove. It takes longer to get it clean. The grills are heavier. Viking stoves are really expensive. Surprisingly, people who had Viking stoves, they're not willing to pay a lot of money, which is infuriating. They are charging, basically, they are paying like this is just a regular stove. It is not a regular stove. Viking stoves are more money. Viking stoves are over $5,000. So people shouldn't expect to have the stove clean and pay the same price as a regular stove. There is a difference. It is a big difference. It takes more work to the worker to get the job properly done. Correct? But that's what the cleaning alone and with the experiences they come along. Whenever you go to places, you don't know what you're going to come up to. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how you're going to tackle the problem. Hopefully you're going to have the right what do you call it? You have the right equipment, you have the right products, you got to protect yourself under any circumstance. And of course, the situation is dangerous. You need to walk out. You're not going to stick around in a place that represents any sense of danger for the sake of any cleaning company.